Alright, this one's going to be on andcli. It's a text user interface to view your 2FA tokens straight from your terminal. And they support a couple of databases at the moment. They're probably going to add more, but some of these programs here, right? Was that Aegis, KeyPass, Proton Pass, and stuff like that. And like I said, they might add more in the future. But basically, if you have a database of your tokens, you can actually use this program to view it, in your terminal. So that's what I'm gonna show you here, right? Pretty simple here. Let's go. So I have a couple of demo database here. So the program, pretty simple, andcli. You get the help page for this here. It's pretty simple. We're gonna pipe in the type here. So we're gonna do type. And the first one I'm gonna do was a Aegis, right? Aegis, and then our Aegis demo here is in a .json file. That's their database. And now we type in our password. What's my password for this? Alright, so this is how it looks like. Pretty simple, right? You know how your 2FA codes, usually they send it by either like SMS or email or something like that. And I always hated that, man. I hated like the SMS stuff because you'd have to have your phone number tied to that stupid account. If it's on an email, you have to log in your email, right? It's a waste of freaking time. Because I got a bunch of emails and I don't want to log in a couple of them, right? So that's another thing I always hate about like these token codes, is that they do it that way. This way is much more easy because it's on my app, or in case this one here, if I'm on my desktop, I can still view it. And you can see the timeout really quick. If you do that on like an SMS or something like that, it times out like really quick, and then you have to resend the code and stuff like that. It's a waste of time, right? So that's what I like about this thing here. You can actually have it on your computer, and you can actually back it up and stuff like that, right? Anyways, that's how you do that. Let's do another one here. So I do have one for the andcli -- type. I'm gonna do KeyPass and do KeyPass demo here. And this one I think is a longer password, so stick with me for a minute so I can type this in here. What the hell? There you go. So this one's the KeyPass. So what's that? The other one uses JSON, right? This one uses KeyPass database version 2, so KDBX here, right? And as far as the hotkeys, you can hit the question mark, or it's basically down here anyways. Look at this here, right? You can do, what's that, question mark to show a little bit more or less. And if you want to show the keys, or I mean the code, you just hit enter on it and it will show it, right? And the next what's that, the time on it, it times out every 30 seconds, so it'll generate a new one based on the time codes. It's time sensitive, so you gotta type it in really quick to log in whatever you need to log in. So that's how that works, and it will just yank it to your clipboard. So this one supports a couple of clipboards out there, like xclip, xselect, and if you're on the Mac, pb copy and stuff like that for the clipboards. So all you gotta do is hit what's that, C or Y. So if I hit C here, see it says copy to clipboard, paste it, right? So if I hit Y, same thing, copy to clipboard, paste it, right? Anyways, that's how that works here. Pretty simple program. Now the only thing negative I'll say about this is that this thing, you cannot add to it from your terminal. That would be great if you can do that, but unfortunately this one is only a viewer. It doesn't actually allow you to edit anything. For that stuff, you do it on your your other programs, like on your phone or something like that, right? So that's mainly the negative I'll say about this thing. But it's still cool to have a backup that you can access it on your shell. And as far as the database, you can back it up anywhere, you know, like sync thing, rsync, whatever it is you need to do, right? So that's pretty much it for the program. I started using this, and I started turning on 2FA for like almost all my accounts now, right? So, you know, if you never use two-factor, this one is basically using TOTP, which stands for time-based one-time passwords. And also, what's the other one? Some terminology you need to know here. TOTP stands for HMAC basted one-time passwords. So those are the security that they use there. What else do we need to do? Oh, as far as setting up 2FA, there's a bunch of sites out there, you know, like Google, Yahoo, eBay, Amazon. They'll allow you to do that. Reddit. I don't think Facebook will allow you to do it anymore. But yeah, these are the programs I use if you want to do like I did here. So as far as like the programs you can use any of these here to do the, you know, adding and then like they'll have a way to export the database. So if you're using KeePass, they'll allow you to export it to like the KeePass database version 2 here. Aegis, like I said, it will export it to a JSON encrypted file, and some other ones here I don't know what the other ones do, right? But basically on my Android phone I use a QR code scanner, and this one is called Binary Eye. You can get this on F-Droid, right? And if you want to use Aegis, you can use it. You can download it from your F-Droid also if you're on Android. But I recommend using KeePass, mainly because KeePass is like everywhere. You know, Mac, Windows, Linux, Android, iOS, is everywhere, right? On your phone, on your desktop, you know, tablet, whatever it is, they'll probably have a KeePass somewhere in there, right? That you can use. But this is the one I use on Android here, KeePass DX. I actually use this one for my my passwords, and also my tokens here, right? Now, as far as using it for password and tokens, you want to separate them out. You don't want to use it on the same database. So you want to have two databases, one for your general passwords and one for your tokens that we're looking at here, right? So that's what I recommend, or even they recommend that too, right? Just because, you know, if you ever, you know, someone ever hacked your password, they just need one database, and they'll have your tokens and your, you know, your password, and then they're in, right? So that's what people recommend, two database when you're using this. But anyways, that's pretty much it. That's how I would use it. So I would use the, what was that one? Yeah, I would use, like on my Android, I would use the barcode scanner that I just talked about, Binary Eye, and I'll scan the barcode. Mainly when you set up like, let's say for example, you set up like Amazon 2FA, it'll actually have a barcode that you can scan on your phone, and after you scan it, you can share it, right? And then when you share it, you just pass it on to your KeePass DX here, and then you just hit the plus sign at the entry, and it'll autofill everything else, and you just hit save, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So you have to log into your database on your KeePass DX here, and if you're using a different QR code scanner, make sure it doesn't save any history, you know, of the barcodes that you scan. So just for security reasons, all right. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the program, and I started using this. Hopefully, maybe they'll add like a way that you can add, you know, other tokens to your existing library. But unfortunately, right now they don't have that. But I think they're adding more support for other programs in the future. So these are some of the ones they support now for the database, but more is coming, I think. Anyways, that's it for the program. If you want to use it from the terminal, I still don't understand why they call it CLI when they say TUI. But anyways, that's it for this one.